talking about, because even though Winter Wyvern is more meta, I felt like the offensive dispel this game had a lot of value against Empower and Frost Shield.
I agree, especially early on.
Yeah. Yeah, later Sven will just smack you down. Who cares, right? But like,
yeah.
Early, this is gonna completely stop you as well. Yeah, I don't think that Winter Wyvern brings anything, as you said, but the special team fight and canceling that TP.
Yeah, and it did get decent amount of nerfs. I don't think Wyvern is as good, but that's just the patch effect. It takes a while for teams to adapt, and it's not like Wyvern is terrible or anything. Just that some other heroes deserve love as well. Whisper,
Whisper, no, Pale.
Okay. Yeah, so I do want to see how this Lich Lane unfolds now. I feel like it wasn't that effective when Empire ran it against the Axe. Let's see if beastcoast can get a little bit more. I want to see first blood coming from either Stinger or King 1.
Give me 1 second, Bowie. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. So
just to set up the game. That's all I need to do. Well, tell me, Bowie. Tell me about the game, though. Talk to me. I think I'll be right back. Tell me about the game. What can you talk about? Tell me about the lanes, perhaps.
Well, I'm looking at bottom here. I think this lane is actually much harder for Smiling Knight than you would expect. Yeah, you have 2 stuns. It's very easy for either Schofield or Whisper to always stop him from getting the range creeps. He might be even forced to use Stormhammer to get some CS, which will make the lane easier for Whisper, because there's not going to be enough mana. This Sven, he has no mangoes. I don't expect him to buy a lot of those anyways. And this just gives Whisper a free lane, and that's very worrisome, I think. Middle, I think it's going to be a farm fiesta. Like, as Mag, you just drag creeps eternally, and you stack the small camp. It is blocked right now, but Chris Luck will definitely... Yeah, he already has a sentry, so he will deal with that in the near future. And in the top lane, we do have this Lifestealer Lich lane. It really is about the experience management, in my opinion. Like, if you can get level 3 before the other lane, I don't think there's any chance for Empire not to feed a kill here.
Okay.
They do have the experience advantage right now. Lifestealer's level 2. Let's see if they can get either Sai or Chachla.
Yeah, we're starting to see. There's the mango eaten by Stinger. He's thinking of Sayu, perhaps. Chachlo, no. Oh, maybe. Frostblast, but... As always, beastcoast, when they see the opportunity to play aggressively, they will, but now Stinger just lost his courier for free, and Empire's more than happy with this.
That should be a kill.
No level Sinister Gaze. Well done by Stinger. Immediately, Sayu got a bit cocky and got punished for it.
All right. I'm not sure I like the Sinister Gaze early that the Lichs are going for. Like, I understand it has decent cast range, but it's no damage, and a lot of the times I don't feel like you drain that much mana. But I guess it's only 80 mana. They buffed the spell quite a bit. It used to cost much more, so that's probably the only reason you're doing this.
I also think that it's because in a lane, like, Stinger is gonna just commit suicide. Never mind. I think in a lane you'd be happy to be able to cancel TPs, right? Especially in a lane where your carry has no stun, and I think that brings a lot. You already have a lot of slows anyway, so. That's just my thought process, right? I feel like Frost Shield, maybe level 4 is fine. Schofield, by the way, bottom lane. Good stun was by Carpus, but it's only level 2, so it's not going to be enough. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Schofield's perfectly fine. They don't want to chase after him. They actually let him go.
Okay. Probably has to run back to base, I think. They're doing a good job of blocking the large camp here, so even though I think beastcoast is doing pretty decently well bottom, they can't really pull. So Schofield's a little bit sad. He will find that, though.
And the mid lane, we're just seeing Chris Luck struggling to live in the lane, which is what I was concerned about with Alina. And he is fighting farm somewhat in the jungle, but he isn't having the best of times. This matchup is really tough.
I didn't expect him to only have, like, 8 creeps. This is crazy.
Man, Prescott's really good Lina.
He is. He's pressuring Chris Luck way more than I thought it was possible. I think the Water Rune, like, when you look at the Water Rune nerfs, it's only 40 HP that they took out, but it's half of what you used to get. So I think this matchup got hit very hard by that change.
That's true. I also just find that, honestly, if you're a good Lina, when you get these kind of matchups where the enemy team just wants to farm and ignore you, which is what honestly happens very often to Lina, you are good at pressuring this. It's like watching a Viper spammer play, right? They know how to pressure these kind of matchups. And look at how much pressure he's putting. Like, he's playing so aggressively to deny Magnus's farm. Usually, you'd see the mid laner go for the small camp, for example, and try to maximize his own farm. He doesn't care, dude. He's going to kill Magnus here.
Yeah, Krislak definitely struggling. Experience-wise, the Lina is definitely like a full level ahead of Krislak. But, you know, all he needs is a couple of levels. Once he has level 3 in power, he will be able to jungle a little bit more effectively. There's also the possibility of a rotation. So the press kid...
Shachlo's gonna die to the Lifestealer. Yep, easy. And Hector even wants the courier. Hector, yeah, he realizes that Boots can't chase after it. Wants to go back through the brambles, and he'll be perfectly fine. Bottom lane, we see an attempt on the kill on Vanscore. Vanscore, who knows there's no point in Cold embracing himself, will also fall. So the side lanes for beastcoast are looking really good, even if their mid lane is not.
Yeah, I think this lane already did what's supposed to do. They got 2 kills, K1 pretty much top of the net worth besides the Lina that's stomping the lane. That's pretty good. Krislak will recover. I don't think that's like a huge issue, especially since he didn't feed any kills so far.
Oh,
but
so
it might be... I think the press kid might find Krislak here.
Oh, Dragon Slave, he got him. Just the last... I love that he used Laguna Blade first. He's like, well, I know I just need to get it before he gets out of vision. Really smart. Gets the kill there on the Magnus, and there's the key, the feed that you were talking about.
Yeah, I guess I jinxed him. Really good. I think this Lina doing what's supposed to do. She's not going to pressure the tower, and we'll instead just probably stack and get the bounty top. No, actually, it's rune time, so he's going to get ready for that. Just going to stack the small camp.
Okay. Yeah, no big deal. I think the press kid saw the Nyx loitering around, a bit more afraid of what potential initiations they might have.
When he gets the rune as well. Very nice for the press kid.
He's playing this lane really well. That's why I told you, I'm really scared of this lane. I don't think they've dealt with it at all, and it can be a bit of a snowball target. Bottom lane, though, they do catch up to the Winter Wyvern, Diabolic Edict, and Vanscore is going to be mowed down. That attempt to run... Oh, what? Whisper stopped attacking, or he missed the auto attack in the high ground. He just survived. Okay, sorry. I need to stop getting ahead of myself.
Nah, it's okay. That was really good. Yeah, I mean, just went through the high ground. I thought they had the damage. The nerf to Edict, you know, definitely
maybe
been a problem there. Because if he... Oh.
Top lane, he does get the spear off. Sinister Gaze. Shachlo finding his way among the trees. We don't have mana for the Frost Blast, but Clarity's giving it. So Stinger just needs to get vision of Shachlo, but Shachlo, he's taking a trip. He's taking a trip to the TP spot. In the middle lane, they kill... Or sorry, in the bottom lane, they kill Whisper, and Shachlo's capable of getting away up top. Well played. Empire really getting back into this game.
All right, they did block this large camp from beastcoast, but they didn't actually realize it so far. This is gonna slow down Krislak a little bit, but he's recovering. That's like, as long as this tower doesn't fall, I think they're gonna be okay. The problem is whether Lich feels comfortable leaving the Lifestealer by himself. I think he should. So as long as you spam Frost Shield a little bit and you drag the creep wave, Lina shouldn't be able to do that much damage. No, Shachlo getting close to that 6, but I don't think they can actually kill K1, so he might even rotate to another lane once he gets that spell.
Yeah, I don't think he's an easy kill either. The Arena Blood is kind of useless against Lifestealer unless you get the spear perfect, you know, and that's also Hector messing up with the rage.
Yeah, and even then, I don't think they have the damage. Lina has to be there. It's very low percentage.
Here's go for the armlet here. Smiling Knight, bottom lane. We have an Impale. Okay, Whisper chasing after him. There's the immediate Stormhammer from Smiling Knight. He wants none of this. Whisper chasing after Sayu instead. Sayu tries to go into the Shower Realm, and for now it's going to save him. But how much HP does he have? Barely any, so Whisper can finish off this kill. Windchar's the next target, Split Earth hits. Whisper's just taking over bottom. And that Golden Brace will do absolutely nothing to save him. In fact, Krislak, he wants to join the party. He's jealous of his teammates. He wants kills too. And it's coming down bottom, and Smiling Knight is trying to retreat. The Impale misses, actually. Uncharacteristic for Schofield. Split Earth as well. Smiling Knight is juking them well. And Krislak decided not to join them because he thought they had it. Smiling Knight might be able to make out of here alive, but no. Whisper actually out of mana. There's the Arena Blood. They calculate this perfectly. Spear of Mars, Whisper against the wall, and Schofield squashed as well. Smiling Knight just gave him the big wraparound there, and they got a great counter initiation.
Those dancing shoes. He's definitely smiling right now. That was incredible.
Yep.
It was also
RP
very
mid.
greedy of Beast Coast. Oh,
We find the Lina. There's a Sinister Gaze. Shockwave. That's not gonna kill him. And the Frost Shield ends just as the Lina gets the kill. So if he had the Frost Shield there for one more second, he might have been able to survive. Unfortunately, Chris Luck will die here. The Presskid will live.
ooh, that is not great for Beast Coast. You know, I think even after, like, even though this Sven dodged all of those spells, I don't think they had to die for the tier 2. Lash was really low on mana. That was very greedy. And then they go for this mid kill that also doesn't work. This is bad because I think their lane, the side lanes were doing really well for Beast Coast, and this will give a lot of time for Empire to recover. But you think you Van score? Shouldn't matter. Okay.
No.
Very nice. Can the press kid find a kill here? He's gonna try and get into the trees. Yeah, that's it. Oh, he missed.
Whisper. Okay. Well, there it is.
Doesn't matter.
Lash just ceased to exist. The Laguna Blade. So remember when I was telling you about the press kid and how I was worried about his Lina? I think it's all coming true.
Yeah, he is massive. Look at this guy. 5.5k net worth at 10 minutes. This tower is gonna suffer a lot because they don't have RP. They do have Vendetta though. No sentries from Sayu. Okay, let's see if they can.
Oh, Sinister Gaze. Okay. Schofield, Carpus, they can stay impale, and that's all they need. Terrorize will hit, but not the main hero, which is going to be the Magnus. However, the Curse Crown will stun him, and Chris Luck will be forced to retreat. However, they got the kill on Lina, so that's a win for Beast Coast.
Definitely a win. Yeah, that was perfect from Empire, but they didn't have it at the sentry, so not really perfect. They ended up being a little bit too greedy with their positioning there. Let's see if Whisper can take this bottom tower. This lane is kind of empty right now, so I think he will.
Yeah, let's see. Whisper is just taking stacks for now. He's maximizing his farm. Victor's doing the same thing with the Empower now. So we're not actually seeing too much aggression. It seems like Beast Coast is taking a second to recover a bit. Actually, everyone has stacks, so they're clearing stacks all over the map. How do they make this many stacks? That's incredible.
Yeah, that's the power of range supports. They can get a lot of those down. Okay,
Winter's Curse on bottom. Yeah, they have Laguna Blade, Lightstrike Array just to set up for it. They missed the damage, but doesn't matter. The stun will do the trick. Whisper dies, and Empire very happy with the situation.
It's going to be so obnoxious, actually, because as long as Vanskor is out of vision, he will be able to Winter's Curse the Lifestealer, and then the LSA will prevent him from using Rage. This is super scary. K1 has to play... I don't think he can play as greedy as you usually would with Lifestealer. Smoke.
Okay. Yes, an RP for the Lina. And you still have the Skewer. The Chain Frost actually skewered into the creep so they can get some bounces. And the Presskid might die because they still have the Sinister Gaze. It's going to be the Mana Burn that gets him. Schofield finishing off the Lina, but Stinger will die in return. They do stun Sayu using the Spike Carpus once again. The Vendetta for extra damage. The Impale has to hit, and he does. This time, Schofield's not missing any punches. Takes down 2 with that really good play. And in fact, the third one's going to fall here as Vanskor is unable to retreat in time. Beast Coast will clean up this bottom lane, perhaps also a tower.
Right. That was kind of an uncharacteristic mistake from Beast Coast, but it didn't matter. They still got a lot of kills. And with this hero's dead, finally, I think Whisper feels comfortable going for this. He also finished the mech. I love the build he's going for. I think just stacking armor is going to be really important against the Lean and Sven. Let's see if Empire can get mid in return. No RP on Chris Luck.
Chris Luck does have a haste rune, so he might actually be able to initiate with a skewer. Oh,
they do bring the sentry this time from Empire.
Okay, that's good.
They learned their lesson.
Chris Luck, he's trying to look for some sort of fishing. From behind, though, Hector's coming by. He's like, guys, are we fighting or what? Hector playing aggressively. Ray just in time for the spear. But Chris Luck, he's Skewer, kidnaps the Winter Wyvern, and kills off Vanskor. However, he might have just gotten a counter kill onto Whisper, a valuable one. Terrorize hits the Elastic Array. The Curse Crown will stun both of them, but no. Infest will make sure that Hector can avoid the stun, and more importantly, save Chris Luck from a potential counter initiation.
A really good curse. Like they traded 5 for Whisper. That was really good for Empire. They mitigated a pretty bad situation, but mid is defended, so I think Beast Coast is okay with Whisper dying. All right. So in terms of farm here, Lifestealer actually doing really well. You know, considering the lane Smiling Knight had, I know there's Empower, but I don't think it should be that one-sided. This is insane how fat K1 is.
I mean, this is Hector, dude. Hector the farmer. He comes from a humble family of farmers from San Juancho. Yeah, he's got the Heaven's Halberd done now. He didn't decide to go for Desolator. So, a bit of a mixed build where you can also fight here. What's impressive, though, is not just that Hector's farm, but the fact that the rest of Beast Coast also keeping up with farm pretty decently, right? So, it's not like they're giving him all the resources in the map. Whisper is still becoming relevant this game, which is very important here.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Even though the Magnus got trashing lane, he's 1 and 2. Look at the net worth here. It's not that big of a difference between the Lina. That's just the power of this hero, man.
Or 1,000 gold, I guess. Yeah, it's not that much for a trial boots Lina, especially. Hector, he has rage still, so he shouldn't die here. Wants the tower first. Activates the rage. Needs to get out of the arena. They kill Whisper though behind them. Hector, where are you going, buddy?
Hey, well, now he's isolated.
I think he got really excited here. Does he have a way out? With the RP, they might find one. Winter's Curse though, they hit him with the Frost Shield, but the damage from Nyx is sufficient. Vanscore will get that kill. RP used for nothing. They dip Hector on top of that. Stinger will die. Schofield at least can go invisible, but they spear him back. The sentry is there once again for Empire, and they will bring down 4 from Beast Coast. Only Chris Luck surviving, but he did use the RP there.
Yeah, that was a weird move. I think K1 popped Rage way too early. He wanted to just isolate the Wyvern, but he ended up being isolated himself, forced that RP coming from the mag. Yeah, they gotta be careful, you know. I think they do have a draft that can deal with this Ven, but I don't think they can afford a lot of mistakes, so they have to shape things up a little bit.
I agree. I think these plays are also, I mean, not only are you right about that, but I also don't find these plays are necessary whatsoever. Like, you're already in a pretty good spot here. You can force fights whenever you want to. I think that was very, very forced. And
yeah, they had the tower. Like, there was no reason to keep going for anything.
I don't see why you need to take this kind of risks, is my point, right? No.
They are farmed on K1, though. He does finish this Heaven's Halberd. The Desolator is going to come soon. Magnus already has Blink, and he actually went Blink before the Echo Saber. I really like this, considering the hard lane. I think it's allowing those RPs to land. They're gonna go for Lotus Orb on the Whisper Lashrak. This is super good against Winter's Curse. Really good versus Willow.
Yep. What do you think of this build of like utility Lash from the offlane? Oh wait, the press kid.
I love it. I think it's the best way to play Lashrak.
In the offlane, right?
Yes.
Okay. Why so? Explain it to me.
I mean, obviously every game is different, but in this situation, I think like Lashrak is good when he can stay alive. Like you can go damage, but if you die, it doesn't matter. And I think this. Oh boy!
Wait, arena?
Can he stay alive? Did I jinx him? Oh no, Whisper! I'm sorry.
All right, Bowie, your check's coming in the mail. Empire's very happy with their services. Chain Frost been used, and it's actually bouncing a fair amount of Smiling Knight. The Chain Frost got way more bounce than any right to, but they did just lose Whisper, so there's no point here. Schofield with his Blink Dagger might want to initiate on the press kid. Hector's here. They know there's a Winter's Curse, though. They actually found Schofield with the Spear. There's the RP, and it's actually going to be for the Willow. Okay.
That was a really good blink out from Shachlo. He was going to get a 2-man RP, but only gets 1.
That's what I expected to. Okay, I was wondering, was Mars not there a second ago? All right. Echo Saber's ready on him, though. They're going to go for the easy kills on the supports. Oh, Chris Luck actually afraid, though, because the Winter Scar scares him. Goes for the Skewer, Infest, yeah. And with the Echo Saber, they're capable of finishing off this Winter Wild.
All right. That's okay, but I still feel like Beast Coast, they're struggling to find that perfect fight. They did use RP, so I expect Empire to make an aggressive move. I feel like with the items that they have, they could even force Roshan if they want to. I'm not sure they're that confident yet, but I think Beast Coast, they have to be careful about committing really hard when they're not sure whether they're gonna get a good fight, because it's really easy for Empire to just reset, and Roche reset and go for towers, and then you're just gonna be sad. So they're going Blink on the Willow. Lots of Blinks this game. They actually went for the early Blink on Nyx. The initiation here and Vision are going to be super important. I mean, they always are important, but I think it's very rare to see that many Blink Daggers this early. I'm going to have like 4? It's 1 on Mag. Yeah, it's 4. Vansker is also going for 1, now that he finished his Holy Locket.
Okay. I mean, yeah, the Kingdom of Blink Daggers today, apparently. I mean, the one on Schofield, I know it's also partially one of his choices, right? Like, he does love the initiation Nyx more. But I'm surprised by some of the other Blink Daggers that we're seeing.
Yeah, like, as long as he can stun someone, it's going to allow Chris Luck to be more confident going for those RPs. Yeah. Oh, there we go. They can just get this tower because there's no RP.
Yep. Whisper's also dead, maybe. Yep. Mechanism is not going to help him enough, and it seems like beastcoast is faltering here. They are going to take the tower up top. Empire, honestly, looking pretty good here. And they're part of the triple tie, right, Bowie? They're tied with Alliance, or they're tied with Liquid and SG.
True.
Yeah. And they're actually looking pretty good. We actually thought Empire had it pretty tough because beastcoast was looking really good these days, but Empire just... Honestly, they're bedazzling us today.
They're playing really well. They destroyed middle, and I also feel like beastcoast they played a little bit too much YOLO. They are a pretty YOLO team in general, but I think they kind of overdid it here. Let's see if they can get a good counter fight.
Oh, okay, Lifestealer, no. Okay, he got brambled already. He has back to the rage. Schofield could be in trouble. Schofield himself gets impaled off. There's the cold embrace, though. They're gonna stick to the Lena, however. The press kid. Gets done with the Spike Carpers, another Winter's Curse though, and they're gonna finish off Schofield quickly, continue with the Press Kid. The shield's helping him for now. In comes Chris Luck, that's the Aegis. But Smiling Knight, there's no god strength any longer. beastcoast knows they're stronger because of this. Whisper's fighting to the death, and he will get Sayu, but Whisper might have to sacrifice himself for this as Laguna Blade fishes him off. Ictor still chasing after the Press Kid. The Press Kid fighting head on. The Press Kid acknowledging he's not strong enough. However, the stun hits Impale, misses because of the BKB as well from Lena, so he can just back out. Splinter Blast, Ictor is in trouble. He's been infesting Schofield, and that's gonna allow him to actually continue the suppression.
Blinking 5.
Schofield's ready. They just want at least 1 kill. Vanskor will do a support at the very least. For all that they tried here, they couldn't get the Lena nor the Sven, but at least they got the Aegis. Not a bad fight for beastcoast, all things considered.
Yeah, that was an insane fight for beastcoast. For a lot of moments there, I was really worried by them, but that's just how they work. And they did manage to take the... And they didn't even use our... Oh, sorry. I forgot how to speak. They didn't even use RP for this. So, overall, I think beastcoast, they're very happy. They gave Roshan away, but when you deny it like that, I don't think it's gonna matter that much. They still have 2 tier 2s, 1 tier 1 in the bottom side of the map. Right now, they're pretty much... Oh, by the way, we didn't talk about this. They went for the Shadow Blade on Lifestealer instead of that Dasso, and now it looks like he's going for Silver Edge first. Or Basher, actually.
I think, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Lecter loves the Silver Edge. I'm not surprised he's building on every single hero he finds, right? Now that he's actually buffed, he's like, yes, I finally been vindicated. 5 metas too early. With the Crystallis, let's not forget, guys, is an old interaction, but Crystallis does crit on feast damage, so.
Yep. Not only does that, but I think just being able to find this Wyvern at the beginning of the fights are going to be... They're going for full mobility, and I'm okay with this. I really feel like finding Vanskor is an important aspect of their team fighting, and you don't want to use RP for that. Oh.
Schofield hits at Impale, Schofield dies. Alright.
Now, one problem here is I think I jinxed Whisper quite a bit this game. He died 9 times. I think Leshrac is one of those heroes you cannot afford a lot of deaths just because like your hero is only useful if you're alive and you have to be really close to the enemies. So he's gonna try and finish this BKB. Got pretty lucky here. He almost got found by the Lena. Might be able to cut a wave or 2 once he knows. No, he actually just TPs off.
Basher completed out for Hector, so you're right. He's going for Basher first, then Silver Edge.
Okay. Gonna allow him to man-fight this Sven a little better. We did talk about it in a draft. Lich actually ended up going for this Aetherland, so he would be able to pop that Frost Shoot from further away. I think that's super important. Like, as long as he can keep popping Frost Shield, it's much easier for K1 to play this game.
As we talk about Ictor, we do hear a Bedlammers to push out the lane, but the Silver Edge to perhaps initiate on Van score. Get rid of the Winter's Curse is super valuable. Is he lean instead, Hector? Okay, activate the BKB immediately. Was hoping for a bash. He didn't get it. Instead, they're going to hit off the Willow. And they're going to mash your face. Shachlo. Brought back. Splitter. Skewer. Shachlo in, out. Uses the arena, but he's going to die inside of the arena. No chance. Chain Frost just to secure the kill, or to make sure he was going to die there. Because they didn't actually need it. Impale also catches Van score, who does the Winter's Curse, but this time they have an Orchid. Good luck using that Winter's Curse now. As beastcoast.
I love... sorry. I just love the Chris Luck build, dude. He went Echo Saber, disassemble for Orchid. Really good versus Wyvern. He's trying to go for this Blink Dagger, but as long as you just cancel it with an attack in Orchid, he's never gonna pop the Winter's Curse. Amazing change up coming from him instead of going BKB.
Stinger will die here. Chris Luck is coming though, with an RP potentially. Chris Luck, the help from Hector. Chris has a blink though. There's the RP. No Skewer just yet. He does Orchid him. Hector finally joins, and the help from the Impale from Schofield. Schofield will die for this, so they better get the kill, but Hector decides against it. BKB is a bit too scary, and they know Sven can still fight back. So in the end, they sacrificed a lot there for absolutely nothing. They were really hoping that could turn into a kill. Another one of those YOLO plays for beastcoast, trying to make the best out of a bad situation.
Yeah. At least they did force the BKB, so overall I don't think there's going to be that much of a window for Empire to fight. And I think that's one thing they're doing relatively well inside of Beast Coast. They're forcing lots of BKB usages. Lina's already on 7, and this is his first time using it. So this definitely makes the Lifestealer's life a little easier, because then he will have pretty much the same duration of his rage as the BKBs on the Empire side. And BKB, this is BKB for Chris Luck. This is a big power spike. As soon as reverse polarity is back up, they will force a fight.
Yep. Any big items on the Empire side that we could talk about? I mean, Sven, I saw quite still far away.
MKB on the Lina.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty big. For the having Sabbath on Lifestealer, now she can actually fight him head on somewhat.
And surprisingly, the Lifestealer, I guess, realizing that MKB is the item Lina went for, he actually ignores the evasion. Goes for the extra slow. No problem with that.
Oh, interesting. I never seen this talent picked up.
Yeah,
it's that good?
It's just like the evasion is kind of useless against the Lina now.
Let's go for Willow first, but Hector going for Lina. Heads the pass off. Yes, the arena hit on Whisper, but they want the Prescott first. Are they fast enough? Hector barely let him escape here. Shachlo takes the wrong path out of the arena. He'll be punished for this, but they couldn't quite get the Lina. Winter Wyvern, sorry, stunned. And with the Silver Edge, Winter Wyvern is not going to wake up from that stun. Hector wants more, but instead he has to settle for the tower. Him chasing on the Lina put Empire in a pickle, and they couldn't really fight that as they liked.
Yeah, I think, even though the Lina doesn't die, the way K1 is playing this fight is amazing, because sure, Lina lives, but she popped BKB, and now Empire, even they cannot take the fight because BKB is on cooldown and Lina is 10% HP. I think they're just making sure they're just always on the aggressive side, and Empire, they never have downtime where they are stronger than Beast Coast.
So then, what are the options here? What do they have left to do then?
I think they have to make sure they posture S5 so that these plays get punished. I think they're a little bit too spread out on the map, so when K1 goes for something like that, if you can use Winter's Curse to make sure Rage is wasted and then you kill him, that wouldn't happen. But Lina was kind of like, I think there were like 2 heroes around the Lina, but it was not enough to stop K1.
Okay. So what you need to do is just protect Lina, essentially. Protect Lina from Hector.
Yeah, just play just play closer to each other, so those plays aren't as viable.
Okay.
They are doing that. Let's see if they can get a good jump here. They do have Whisper pretty much alone. That's his BKB finish up. This could be huge for Empire, actually, if they get the jump.
Yeah. That is true. Let's see. Schofield is being seen right now. Oh, Schofield tries to take the ward down. Schofield will die, even though... Actually... No, Frost Shield was pretty good, but not good enough. They broke the Mars, but he's been Winter Scar, or he's been Cold Embraced. Chachlo is going to be fine for now before the Sinister Gaze hits, but instead it's going to be the Lich who dies. This is just way too easy for Empire. They're picking him off one by one using their advantageous high ground position. RP to try to reset the fight, but Winter Scarce is the exact same thing. Laguna Blade onto the Winter Scarce Lifestealer though. They're not going to do any damage. Our Whisper is just going down to Lina's auto attacks. Hector still wants Chachlo, going for Vanscore, just running around killing the easiest target, but Hector has to infest the creep now. Stormhammer will still hit. He has to come out, but the spear will put him against the tree, and now underground. They even lost poor Chris Luck earlier, so it's just not looking too good for Beast Coast. That fight is not what they wanted to take. Really bad positioning, honestly.
Yeah, that was the way they were pushing aggressively, knowing Whisper was 4 screens away is unacceptable. Like, you will be punished by good teams, and Empire did just that. They were being punished by being separate themselves, so they learned their lesson, and that's with Rosh and spawning. This is going to be super costly if Empire can look for Rosh. They also kill Schofield bottom, and Rosh, oh man, this is not good.
Well, Rosh now going to be falling.
I guess the good part is there's no cheese for Empire. For Empire, at least Beast Coast could be happy about that.
Yeah, at least. I mean, the shard is pretty high value, though. I think you give it to the Sven, to be honest, this game. Or are they not?
I wouldn't mind it.
I would know.
Yeah.
Because offensive dispel against the Frost Shield. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Smiling
And the
knows.
Empower, actually. That's amazing.
Yeah, you're totally right. Now you get your offensive. Who needs Oracle? Just wait 30 minutes and take the second Roshan. Noobs.
Beautiful from Smiling Knight. He is also going for that Silver Edge actor. Already has. It's gonna be. I mean, taking Feast away from the Lifestealer will make his life super hard. Oof. We saw Scotty being the item Costabil chose against Lifestealer, but I also feel like the Silver Edge is amazing.
Yep, it gives you more damage, raw damage for the Crystalist, less stats. So it's all about bursting down the Lifestealer here. And I think they can succeed at doing so. Lincoln's also built up onto Prescott. This is looking a bit bad now. You don't have the Sinister Gaze immediate catch, right? Against the against the Prescott.
Exactly. And that's also going to nullify the Abyssal Lifestealer's going for.
It's ridiculous how much this tower tanks with the Frost Shield. And now Frost Shield's off, and Smiling just starts to really mow it down. There's the backdoor protection. Creeps should be close by. Creeps are close by enough. Goodbye, tower.
K1's going to cut bottom. Try to create pressure somewhere else. But yeah, this is rough. They're going to lose a lot of map control because of this. I think Empire, they're in no real rush. They can control the map, wait for their items, get a good smoke, get a good fight, and that's what they'll do. Oh, I don't like the way Beast Coast is defending this triangle. They don't have anyone close to that entrance.
Oh, Chris Luck. He did pull back Smiley Knight, but he still has the Aegis. In fact, Smiley Knight, for now, alive. Tries to heal back up, but he's going to lose the Aegis for sure. Arena Blood, though, did hurt Schofield a fair amount. He's going to die despite the infest inside of him. They're trying to go for the supports first. Stormhammer will miss on Whisper because he had the BKB on Empire, choosing to retreat instead, even though they do still have all their... I mean, they have the God Strength still available, but just don't want to take their chances here.
Yeah, that was super unfortunate that Smiley Knight just got skewered into a freaking tower because... Beast Coast, they were not reading that smoke properly, and they were not defending the high ground as well as I think they should. But the fact that they just lose Aegis on the side of Empire makes it super easy.
All right. I missed the Winter's Curse, but Vanscore was considering it. Shadowblade now finished on Sven, but still no Silver Edge. Abyssal gets hit on the Lifestealer. Big deal.
Yeah, I think this game is still looking okay for Beast Coast just because you have this Empower. Like, the difference in network between the Lifestealer and Sven is pretty minimal. So, K1's still very relevant in these team fights. Nick's going for that Eggs. Be that annoying little bug in those team fights. Lina going for Daedalus. No surprises there. Mars with the BKB. He's kind of poor, but just as poor as Whisper, so I guess that doesn't really matter that much. Another smoke. No, Chrysluk is
I'm
there.
on the Mars, probably Knight. Finds Chrysluk. This will be major. He acted the BKB in time. Chrysluk is going to die. Okay. That's 90 seconds on your Magnus. That's a really, really big deal. Willow's coming bottom. They're actually trying to initiate. They just lost a TP on Lina, however. They're trying to go for Ictor. Rage is forced. And Winter Wyvern needs to be there so they can actually cancel this TP from Ictor. Oh, or not, actually. Terrorize, tried. Smelling Knight, clearing the wave. Shadow Blade to be faster. Ictor saw the TP. They find Stinger on the backline. Stinger will die. No Sinister Gaze available. Smelling Knight closing on Ictor. He has a Stormhammer, but he didn't see him in time. Ooh, that was close.
That was close. But still, the smoke gank does what it's supposed to do. That's a tier 1 down. Possible tier 2, and the triangle also taken. Empire, even after that small blunder, they're doing really well. I think Beast Coast, they're still way too spread out considering the situation they're in.
Tower falls down bottom for Empire. Alright, as you said, it's still possible for Beast Coast, but it's looking worse and worse the later they go into the game and the stronger the Sven becomes. Now with the Silver Edge, I don't know if Leicester can longer fight Sven in the head-on mano-mano.
Yeah. And surprisingly, I'm very surprised with Sven's talent choice at 25. He didn't go for the damage, instead gets the stun duration so that during the downtime of Rage, he can actually explode K1. He feels like that is more important than the damage itself. That said, it looks like either BKB or Lincoln is going to be K1's choice, so we'll see how good that's going to be for the Sven damage output. Because against everyone else, this is going to reduce his damage. I wonder if this is going to be like good overall for them.
Smiling Knight takes the outpost. We do. Oh, he's scared. He's scared. No, no, retreat! This outpost is untakeable. We can't fight this. Oh no, fight back.
Yeah, they had vision of K1 because of that sentry and ward, so. Just being very careful.
My Knight, there we go. BKB, he bursted down 2, perhaps 3. No, Beast Coast. They were unprepared for that.
They had a gem, so they thought they were protected, but they didn't have enough vision to actually see the ward because it's nighttime. That is so unfortunate. Oh, and they even bought back. Okay, well, they're going to have to defend this high ground. They do at least realize Empire's coming this way, so K1 is trying to decide if he should cut the wave or not. It looks like he's going to chill.
Alright, no. Hector comes back. Oh, sorry, Smiling comes back down bottom, pushing the wave as Hector goes back to the base. I mean, Empire is not really pushing their advantage too much because I don't think they feel like they need to right now.
Yeah, they are bound by the God Strength cooldown a lot, so they shouldn't, even though they're getting all of those kills. Oh, K1.
Oh, Hector! Oh, he almost died to the Lina. Shachlo tried, but the Rage was on anyway. They skewer him back. Shachlo, you madman, he still has the BKB, has to activate it. It's been broken, but not destroyed. Shachlo is capable of getting out of here alive.
Okay. Yeah, that 1.5 extra duration on the Rage gets Shachlo a little bit. Was not expecting that. I mean, still, this game is possible for K1. They just need to find they just need to find one good fight on Beast Coast. They're always getting picked off because they're spread out. As long as they're able to fight for this Roche, they should stand a chance. It's just that they got pretty far behind because of all of those blunders. But BKB is up for him now, so he should be really hard to ignore. He's gonna have like 16 seconds of immunity, and he's probably gonna get another Rage after that. So that's like 30 seconds of a very angry Lifestealer hitting.
Oh, unless Stormhammer. Oh, right in the Silver Edge. He wasn't expecting that. Then into the wall. Hector's gonna die at this rate. There's no chance. He's gone. Lightstrike Array also finds Stinger. They do stun Smiling Knight, but Stinger is destroyed. And the Prescott wants more. He wants Whisper, but Whisper will be able to TP in time. There's no amount of damage that can stop that. Beast Ghost. They just lost their carry for 90 seconds. I don't know if Empire's aware that Hector does not have buyback.
I mean, they probably clicked that BKB, so I think they know. Oh, this is so rough, and they don't have the Frost Shield Avo. This is gonna be really hard to defend.
Yeah,
At least there's Nyx Ags. So that is good versus this Sven, but not against this 1000 attack range Lina.
And Nyx Ags is great, but I don't think good enough to defend this tower anyway. I mean, Lesh is also pretty good at defending high ground, but what are you gonna do here?
I mean, this could even be 2 lanes if Empire's feeling cocky, but I think they're just gonna settle for a Roche after this, and that's probably the correct choice.
Okay. There's Satanic here, going to be purchased on this Sven soon as we wait for the Roche. 30 more seconds for it to respawn. It took just a tier 3s, I mean just a 1 lane of Rax. It's not that big a deal, as you said, but it is looking more and more impossible for Beast Coast to actually come back into this game.
So for the bilingual viewers here, if you had to choose a Spanish word for like grim or kinda like what is the word you would choose?
For what? For grim?
For grim, yeah.
Like when something is grim?
Good.
When the situation is looking dire?
Yes.
In Spanish, I don't know. I'd say like something like probably like some variation of it looks bad, like se ve muy oscuro, or la situación no tiene salida. There's no exit. Smiling Knight. There's a BKB activated. Okay, Smiling Knight's fighting head on with the lifesteal. That's not what you want. There's no God Strength because he's out of mana. They actually hit him with Impale. Chain Frost as well. Beast Coast. They might have a chance. Well, Smiling Knight just destroyed Whisper. Maybe that chance just went away. He still has the BKB. They need the help. But Winter's Curse! Vanscore last second coming in clutch, making sure that Smiling Knight will survive a second longer for him to die to a different hero. Smiling Knight accepting it. I thought that was much more hype, but apparently they didn't really care for him all along. Smiling Knight will fall here. Hector once more, though. The important target is the press kid. There's Smiling Knight coming back. They baited Hector out. He's near a TP spot. Smiling Knight. In the outpost he goes. God Strength available. He gets skewered. He can't die a second time. They're inactivating BKB. The stun, but that Terrorize hits on both.
Oh my
Lifestealers
lord.
being torn to shreds. He can't live. They're gonna bring down Schofield as well. Beast Coast just lost 4. Only Chris Luck lives. Smiling Knight TP'd to the outpost and decimated them. Chris Luck is not even gonna get the chance to reach his fountain. GG called. Empire take game number 1 against Beast Coast.
Wow. Okay. That was a super weird fight. The Mars actually arenaed Illusions of Magnus. That's why the Sven died so quickly. There was no backup from Shachlo, but